Hey guys, so today I'm so I'm gonna be loaded. No. So today I'm gonna talk about being a loner, pretty much. I thought about this topic because we're all going through the coronavirus shutdown worldwide. So we're not talking about being alone. Okay, this is something that I've gone through ever since I was 5 years old. Pretty much ever since I was in school, I've been used to being alone. Literally, kindergarten I don't really remember that much, but ever since I entered primary school, I actually went through like three phases. So it was like primary school, secondary school, and then during JC. So now I was in primary school. Uh, I was considered to be too Indian, and I used to bring home food, and I used to bring like traditional home cooked Indian food to school. And I had like my fellow Indians itself being like, "Oh my God, you're so Indian. You're too Indian to be Indian, or like you're too Indian to be a Singaporean Indian because you bring like sambar sadam and thai sadam and all that is good." But hey, that's like my culture, man. Like that's what we eat at home. So, what else do you want me to eat? Like grass. I was a nerd also in primary school. I was a sincere nerd, literally. I used to follow all the rules. I was such an amazing student in primary school. I was literally like the model pupil when I was like 8 years old, and then I became like a school leader when I was like 10 years old, and then I became my CCA leader when I was 11 to 12 years old. All of that. So I was actually a great kid in primary school. I wasn't that cool kid, so you know, I didn't really have a lot of friends. I didn't. I barely had like two friends. I used to tell my mother like, why is it like that? Why don't I have a lot of friends like the other kids? Why am I not cool like the other kids? It's so annoying. Like, why did you bring me up like a nerd? Sometimes I wish we were a cool family so that I would have been cool and stuff and all of that. Then we enter secondary school. Oh my god, this phase of my life is when I'll never forget. Like whatever went down. Every year was like being in some action movie. My entire like secondary school life. It was like for 4 years, turned into 16. Sec 1, Sec 2, I was really very innocent. I didn't really know much. Again, didn't really have a lot of friends. And I was very again like work oriented. I wasn't so like, I don't know, like I wasn't the cool kid pretty much. And we had like gangsters in that school. Like literally it was a neighborhood school and I was too innocent for that. And then by the time I was Sec 2, right? Like I was bullied. I was bullied a lot for being me because I was that confident nerd. And cool kids, they do not like that. They don't like to see a confident nerd. But I was just always someone who owned me. I don't really, because I was used to being alone in primary school. To me, it was like, you know what, this is the same thing. So I'm just going to be me because I don't know how to be anything else except me. And they saw that, and I remember again these kids, they went against who I was and I was bullied. And see, again, I was bullied by my own race, which is just, it's funny, man. Like, why does that even happen? Like, I was bullied by my own race. I was bullied by my other fellow Indian people for being too overconfident and not being a cool kid and not being gangster or something and all that. And I hated myself because of that because I could not fit into that school. Fitting in is such a big thing in secondary school, and I couldn't fit in. I started to hate myself so much. I had no one to tell me that I'm amazing just the way I am. There was no one to really uplift me. No one literally. I became really, really upset since then. I hated school ever since 14 years old. I was such a loner that I was scared to even go to the canteen for recess because I know that people will look at you like which gang you belong to. I had no gang to sit with. So, if you don't have a gang, you won't get a table pretty much because every gang has like a table at the canteen. So I didn't have a gang, and because of that, I used to eat in the toilets a lot of the days during recess time because I have to eat during recess because if not, I won't be able to focus during classes. It was hard, especially during project work. No one would want me in their groups. I hated it whenever the teacher said, "Oh, like you've got to group yourself into groups for a project." So, after secondary school, because after seeing like the worst of the worst, literally seeing gangsters and really mean people, there was just no place to be nice. Staff also, the teachers also, they weren't that bothered. There was no one to counsel us or even be kind to us, to be honest, just back then when I was there. So then I became really hardcore. So I thought being positive, being kind, being nice was just a joke, and you've got to be mean to people. I had this like huge wall built up in front of me. So it was like, like no one dares to get through that wall. Like, to see the real Sakti. I was scared of getting hurt again because I cried so much in secondary school. I used to literally come back home every day and cry so much because I hated school. I entered JC and I thought things will get better. I mean, it did kind of get better though, which I'm thankful for. But again, I was a loner there again because I didn't know how to socialize with the people there. Um, People were just, I mean, I'm grateful that the environment was much better. People were genuinely nice. But then for me, it was like, it was as if they were being too nice for it to even be true. Therefore, I was scared again. I didn't want to socialize because I didn't want to get hurt or anything like that. I did have a group of friends, but I did not feel belonged there in any way. Again, I felt like a loner. Couldn't tell what I felt like to people around me. That was that. So my entire schooling life I was a loner. But again, that's what really made me understand who I was. It gave me the time to really understand who the real Sakti is. Therefore, in today's video, what I want to tell you guys out there is that it's actually a great thing if you're a loner in school right now, because as you grow up, it gets better. Because as people become adults, they want to be known for their uniqueness. And I think being alone in school and everything, it gives you the time to really find yourself, to understand yourself, and really come to terms with yourself. And which is why, for me, during this whole like coronavirus shutdown season, it is so easy for me to be alone because I'm so used to it. I'm so used to just me being by myself and just talking to myself and just dancing around myself and just doing things for myself. It's natural for me pretty much. Yeah, and during this season, I just want to tell you guys that I look at this shutdown as a blessing. Right now, people they get to spend more time with their family, and most importantly, this is literally like the only time that you might get to spend more time with yourself and get to know more about yourself. Initially, it might be very hard, but as time goes, it will really allow you to take care of yourself better. You will be the biggest project you'll be ever working on down here than anything else. Like, you are important, and getting to know yourself, getting to know who you are, getting to know your purpose down here. Stay safe, everyone, and it's okay to be alone. It's amazing. It's actually a great thing, to be honest.